What if I told you that generating $60,000 every single month from real estate is possible, and you could start building towards it today without needing hundreds of properties? Forget high-stakes risks or secret deals. Smart investors are quietly building wealth using a strategy most overlook: methodical, safe, and stress-free investing. It's accessible to anyone, even beginners. Reaching $60,000 a month doesn't require a massive portfolio. The strategy I'll break down doesn't rely on luck or quitting your job. It leverages a system built on logic and consistent monthly cash flow. I'm pulling back the curtain on how investors generate six-figure incomes using low-risk, repeatable rental strategies. This is a blueprint for acquiring properties listed publicly. The magic is in the evaluation system. Build a powerful portfolio that works for you. If you're ready to build a rental empire the smart way, you're in the right place. We'll focus on fundamental principles for lasting wealth. Let's explore investment opportunities on platforms you already know. I'll show you how to turn listed houses into cash-flowing assets. Let's get started. The core of this entire strategy revolves around a simple yet powerful concept: finding undervalued opportunities in plain sight. Most aspiring investors are taught to fear the open market. They hear that listings on the MLS, Zillow, or Realtor.com are too competitive and that all the good deals are gone before they even have a chance. This is a myth that keeps far too many people on the sidelines waiting for a perfect deal that may never come. The reality is that the public market is filled with potential, but you need the right lens to see it. You need a system that allows you to analyze properties quickly and make confident offers while others are still hesitating. Think about it this way: thousands of properties are listed for sale every single day across the country. Within that massive volume, there are always sellers who are motivated for various reasons. They might need to relocate quickly for a new job, they might have inherited a property they don't want, or they might have simply priced their home incorrectly based on its condition or rental potential. These are not distressed, falling-apart houses. They are often solid homes in good neighborhoods that, with the right numbers, can become incredible cash-flowing rentals. The key is not to outsmart the entire market, but to be more prepared and decisive than the average buyer. This guide is designed to give you that exact system. We are going to move beyond just theory and dive into the practical, step-by-step actions you can take. I will show you how to filter through the noise, identify properties with strong fundamentals, and run the numbers in a way that protects your investment and guarantees cash flow from day one. This isn't about gambling on appreciation or hoping the market goes up. It's about creating a predictable income stream that you can count on month after month. This is what separates successful investors from lifetime renters: a repeatable process that turns market listings into personal wealth. Our journey to $60,000 a month starts here, with this foundational understanding. It's about shifting your mindset from seeing the on-market world as a source of competition to seeing it as a source of immense opportunity. The strategies we'll cover are not complicated, but they require discipline and consistency. By the end of this, you will have a clear framework that you can use immediately to start your search for your first, or your next, cash-flowing rental property. Beginner investors are often told the only way to succeed is by finding a secret, off-market deal. The myth suggests that any property listed publicly is automatically a bad deal. This couldn't be further from the truth. This belief holds new investors back, creating paralysis. They wait for a mythical deal, while viable opportunities pass them by. On-market properties offer a more systematic path to wealth. Thousands of homes hit the market daily. Many sellers are regular people motivated by life events, not savvy investors. This is where your opportunity lies. You're fishing in a massive, well-stocked ocean. Success depends on a superior system for analyzing deals faster than the average home buyer. You're seeing the same listings through the lens of a savvy investor focused on the numbers. How do you gain an edge when deals are publicly available? You win with speed and superior analysis. The person who can confidently identify a good deal and act on it quickly secures the property. You'll have a clear, data-driven process to evaluate a property's potential in minutes. This combination becomes your unfair advantage. Focus on numbers that determine profitability: rental income, taxes, insurance, and maintenance. Get a clear yes or no answer within minutes. Speed is key. Act decisively. Be prepared with financing and a real estate agent. Submit a strong offer immediately. This removes emotion and guesswork. This is how you consistently beat the competition. Let's look at how this works in the real world. You might be surprised what a great on-market rental deal actually looks like. More often, it's a perfectly ordinary, even slightly dated 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house in a stable, working-class neighborhood. These properties don't scream investment opportunity to the untrained eye, which is precisely why they hold so much potential for you. They're hiding in plain sight, just waiting for an investor with the right analytical framework to recognize their value. Consider a real example, a single-family home listed for $220,000 in the Midwest. The pictures showed clean but dated interiors. A quick analysis showed the market rent was $2,100 per month. The property was projected to generate over $500 in positive cash flow every month. Another scenario, a duplex listed for $350,000 in a desirable rental area. The combined rent was already $3,200 per month. With a 20% down payment, the property would cash flow significantly from day one. These types of opportunities appear on public platforms every single week. Train your eye to look past the superficial details and focus entirely on the underlying numbers. You are buying a cash-flowing asset. The foundation of this low-risk framework is an unwavering focus on positive cash flow from day one. This is a hard and fast rule. Cash flow is the monthly profit after you've collected rent and paid all property expenses. These expenses include the mortgage payment, property taxes, homeowners insurance, and any homeowners association fees. It also includes setting aside money for future vacancies, routine maintenance, and larger capital expenditures. If the numbers don't show a clear profit after every single one of these costs is accounted for, you walk away from the deal. A low-risk strategy ensures your asset pays you to own it, regardless of the market. Adhering to the cash flow rule forces you to make decisions based on logic and math, not emotion. Your goal is to acquire assets, not liabilities. An asset puts money in your pocket, while a liability takes money out. By making positive cash flow your primary filter, you automatically weed out the vast majority of bad deals and protect yourself from unnecessary risk. Never forget that appreciation is the icing on the cake, but cash flow is the cake itself. Once you've committed to the cash flow first rule, selecting the right location is critical. For a low-risk rental strategy, look for stable, solid neighborhoods with consistent demand from a reliable tenant pool. These are often working-class or middle-class areas with good proximity to steady employment sources like hospitals, universities, government offices, or established industrial parks. Avoid rapidly gentrifying neighborhoods where prices are soaring and deeply distressed or high-crime areas. Look for key indicators of stability like decent schools, easy access to grocery stores, and a good local job market. Use online tools to check for low vacancy rates and stable rent trends. Driving through the neighborhood can tell you a lot. Look for pride of ownership. Choosing the right neighborhood minimizes future problems and ensures your cash-flowing asset produces predictable returns. The final piece of the low-risk framework is about removing yourself from the day-to-day operations and building a protective moat around your assets. The goal is not to buy yourself a second job as a landlord. The goal is to build a system that generates income with minimal time involvement from you. The single most effective way to achieve this is by leveraging professional property management. While many new investors try to save money by managing properties themselves, this is often a short-sighted decision. A good property manager is not an expense. They are a critical part of your investment system that pays for itself many times over. A professional property manager handles all the time-consuming and stressful tasks that come with being a landlord. They market the property, conduct showings, and perform rigorous tenant screening, which is your first line of defense against future problems. They run background checks, verify income, and check references to find reliable tenants who will pay on time and take care of your property. They also handle rent collection, deal with late-night maintenance calls, and manage the entire eviction process if it ever becomes necessary. This frees you up to focus on what you do best, finding and analyzing the next great deal to add to your growing portfolio. Beyond management, you must safeguard your investment through legal and financial protections. This starts with operating your rental business as a legal entity, such as a limited liability company, rather than in your personal name. An LLC separates your personal assets from your business assets, protecting your family's home, car, and savings in the unfortunate event of a lawsuit. Furthermore, it is essential to have adequate landlord insurance, which provides more coverage than a standard homeowner's policy. Some investors also explore rent guarantee insurance, which can protect your income if a tenant stops paying, adding another layer of security. Finally, a low-risk strategy means playing strictly by the rules. You must be diligent about understanding and complying with all local, state, and federal landlord-tenant laws. These regulations govern everything from security deposits to lease agreements to eviction procedures. Attempting to cut corners or ignoring these rules can lead to costly fines and legal battles that can wipe out your profits for years. By hiring a professional property manager, setting up the proper legal structures, and committing to ethical and legal compliance, you build a resilient real estate business that is designed to withstand challenges and predictably generate wealth over the long term. Every successful system begins with a clear, measurable goal. Before looking at properties, define what a good deal looks like to you. This is your cash flow target. A specific number a property must meet to be considered. This target acts as your North Star, guiding your decisions. Integrate a daily property scan into your routine. Make looking for deals a daily habit, even for 15 minutes. Browse new listings on Zillow or Realtor.com in your target areas. The goal is to find potential candidates based on price and estimated rent. This immerses you in your market. You'll start to recognize good deals instantly. This market intuition builds through daily exposure. The daily scan is your training ground for becoming an effective investor. Create a simple, repeatable process. Commit to the daily practice of searching for properties that meet your criteria. After identifying a promising property, you move to the most critical step, running the numbers. You must have a standardized tool, like a rental property calculator, ready to go. Plug in the list price, down payment, and interest rate to determine your mortgage payment. Then input all associated expenses. Property taxes, insurance, and HOA fees. Include conservative estimates for vacancy, repairs, and property management. When your calculator spits out the final number, you will know if the property meets your minimum cash flow target. If the numbers work, make your offer fast. Armed with your data-driven analysis, you are ready to act. Share your analysis with your agent and instruct them to write a clean, strong offer. You are acquiring assets that meet a specific set of financial criteria. The calculator tells you whether to proceed or walk away. The real magic happens when you automate and repeat your process. Set up property alerts on sites like Zillow or Realtor.com to get instant notifications for new listings that match your criteria. Use email templates for quick communication with your agent, lender, and property manager. Speed is your friend. Track every deal in a simple spreadsheet: address, price, cash flow, offer date, and seller response. This keeps you organized and lets you spot patterns as you scale. By automating and repeating, you turn real estate investing into a streamlined, scalable business. This is how you build a portfolio, not just buy a property. Let's break down a real-world example. A typical, overlooked deal. Picture a $300,000, 3-bed, 2-bath home in a solid Columbus, Ohio suburb. Dated finishes, but clean and functional. Most buyers pass because it's not move-in ready. You see opportunity. Rent estimates show $2,500 month, strong numbers for the area. Cosmetic flaws scare off retail buyers, but you focus on cash flow. This is the kind of property you want. Stable, rentable, and ignored by the competition. It's not flashy, but it's profitable. These are the deals that quietly build your wealth. Let's run the numbers on that $300,000 property. With 20% down, you finance $240,000. At 7% interest, your mortgage is about $1,600 a month. Add $350 for taxes, $100 for insurance, and set aside for management, vacancy, and repairs. Total monthly expenses, around $2,250. Rent, $2,500 a month. That's $250/month in positive cash flow. Now imagine it's a duplex renting for $4,400 a month. Expenses rise to about $3,100, but your cash flow jumps to $1,300 plus per month. That's over $15,000 a year in passive income from one overlooked property. The key: conservative numbers, solid area, and a repeatable process. This is how you turn a simple deal into a cash machine. One $1,300-month deal is great, but the real power is in repeating it. Buy a second duplex and your passive income doubles. With 2, you're earning over $31,000 a year. Keep going, 1 or 2 new properties each year and soon you own 6. Now you're at nearly $8,000 a month, almost $100,000 year. Each deal gets easier as your system and team improve. This isn't luck, it's a methodical, proven approach. While others wait for the perfect deal, you're quietly building a real estate empire. The leap to true wealth is just ahead. 6 properties, $8,000 a month. Impressive, but how do you reach $60,000 a month? The answer, scale up. Sell a few duplexes, use a 1031 exchange, and buy a 30 or 40 unit apartment building. One building can net $15,000, $20,000 a month. Use that cash flow to buy another, then another. Your growth accelerates as your capital base expands. What started with a single on-market duplex becomes a portfolio of institutional-grade assets. The process is the same: analyze, buy, repeat, just on a bigger scale. This is how a simple, repeatable system leads to extraordinary wealth. One of the most destructive mistakes new investors make is waiting for the perfect off-market deal to magically appear. They get consumed by the idea that the only way to succeed is to find a hidden gem, 50% below market value, and requires no work. This creates inaction as aspiring investors spend their energy chasing a ghost. They ignore the flood of viable opportunities available daily on the public market. This quest for perfection becomes an excuse for never starting, rooted in a scarcity mentality. The perfect deal doesn't exist. Every property has pros and cons. Another critical error is failing to develop a clear, repeatable system. They're operating on whim, hoping to stumble upon success, unlike successful investors who operate like business owners. A solid system provides the confidence to act decisively when a good, not perfect, deal presents itself. Your first deal won't be your best. You'll learn more from buying one solid, cash-flowing property than from a lifetime of searching for a mythical one. Let go of perfection and embrace consistent, systematic action. The second major roadblock that trips up most investors is this irrational fear of competition. They look at a property listed on Zillow or the MLS, see that it's been viewed hundreds of times, and immediately give up. But honestly, this line of thinking is a massive, self-imposed limitation. You've got to understand, you are not in competition with most of the market. Their indecision is actually your opportunity. Your advantage isn't that you're smarter, but that you're more disciplined and prepared to act with speed when the data supports the decision. This fear of competition often masks a deeper fear of failure, but it is consistency, not a lack of competition, that guarantees success. The investor who consistently scans the market, analyzes 5 deals a week, and makes one solid offer every month will inevitably build a powerful portfolio. It is the single most important trait of any successful real estate investor. Focus entirely on your own system and your own consistency. Your consistency is the only competitive advantage you will ever need. We've covered a lot in this guide. We've shown you don't need secret deals to succeed. You now have a clear, repeatable system to find, analyze, and acquire profitable rental properties. The path to building a real estate empire is about having a system and executing it consistently. The strategies we've discussed are accessible and proven. The only thing that separates you from success is the decision to start. Forget the idea that you're too late or that you don't have what it takes. Your journey begins with scanning the market daily, analyzing deals, and making confident offers based on sound math. Each property supports your financial freedom. You now possess the same strategic blueprint that sophisticated investors use. The only variable left is you. Believe in your ability to execute this system and build the future you deserve. Information is useless without action. If you're serious about building your own rental empire and starting on the path to financial freedom, I'm giving you a clear call to action with 3 simple steps to take right now. First, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to this channel for more weekly real estate strategies and deep dives. Every video is designed to give you the practical, no-fluff advice you need to become a smarter and more confident investor. This is your home for ongoing education and motivation, ensuring you stay on the cutting edge of what works in today's market. Your learning journey doesn't end here. It's just beginning. Second, I want to equip you with the exact tool you need to start analyzing deals today. I've created a completely free rental deal analyzer spreadsheet, the same kind of tool we discussed in this guide. Click the link in the description below to download it right now. This analyzer will take all the guesswork out of running the numbers. You can plug in the details for any property you find online and it will instantly calculate your potential cash flow, protecting you from bad deals and giving you the confidence to identify the winners. This is your first piece of essential gear for your investment journey. Don't wait, get it now. Finally, your third step is to commit to a market. You cannot analyze deals if you don't know where you are looking. I want you to comment below with the name of your city or the city you are most interested in investing in. I will personally read through the comments and reply to as many as I can, suggesting a potential target area or neighborhood where you can begin your daily property scan. This simple act of declaring your market makes your goal real and gives you an immediate starting point for your search. It is the first active step in turning this knowledge into a tangible result. Do not let this be just another video you watch or article you read. Let this be the moment that changes everything for you. The system works, the opportunities are out there, and the path is clear. Subscribe for ongoing knowledge, download the free deal analyzer to get armed with the right tool, and comment with your target city to make your